Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. We are rapidly approaching the end of Season 6, and for the first time, Wargaming have dropped extensive info detailing what the next season will be. This past week, we learned that G.I. Joe will be the new sponsor, but this time things have gone a little further than I would have liked. Just personally saying. There is more coming with the new season than just G.I. Joe though, so first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the stuff that I don't think is so great, just so we can get it out of the way. About a week before Wargaming publicly announced the new season, there was a test, and I got to play the new season, the new tanks for this season, this one here and that one. I won't repeat word for word what I said when I first saw this thing, but what the hell is that is the kind of is the kind of first response I gave. You can probably infer from that, you can probably infer what I think about it. Mercenaries we've had, and I eventually accepted, I think everyone eventually accepted mercenaries because there was real elements of tanks that made up these Franken tanks. And WWE, I eventually accepted that because, yeah, it's Andre the Giant, but at tier 10, that is still an AMX M4 54. So, even though the tanks might look ridiculous with the mercenaries or the WWE stuff, they still sort of work with the game. And despite how everyone felt, I think there was still a link, even if it was a small link, there was still a link to reality. With the WWE, Hot Wheels, whatever it was, there was still some sort of, this is still real or was real. And this is where I think this new season is a little bit absurd, because we're now going to see kiddie toys in the team listings. G.I. Joe on the whole is probably more tank related and combat related than any other season we've had, and I would have been happy with just the 3D commanders, but adding the actual toy tanks is like it's like the Christmas mode but in the real game. They're toys. It's just grating me a little bit. And I know from Wargaming's point of view, they plan these seasons like 12 months ahead, or in advance I should say. So any feedback we give them on this, we'll probably see in the next 6 months or so. And I'm guessing that 12 months ago, the community 12 months ago was in a very different place to where it is now. So I think there's going to be a bit of delay between us saying things and then us seeing things. So I don't know. We'll just have to take this one as it comes. But this does lead me on to ask, what is the content that you guys want to see? What ideas do you guys have for season content? Because I am interested to know, because Wargaming is putting stuff out there for us, but I don't recall anyone telling them, I'd like to see this as a season or that as a season. So let me know in the comments below, and I'm interested to read your ideas. So that's the stuff that I'm not totally happy with, but there is plenty more coming that will hopefully overshadow what we've just talked about just there. We've got maps returning, and for me, this is the biggest thing to be happy about. We've got Westfield, Ghost Town, Overlord, Alamein, and Skorpion Pass. The playable area for all of these maps will be the same as they were before, apart from Skorpion Pass. And I believe the version of Skorpion Pass that's returning will be the same as the War Stories variant. So if anyone played the War Stories on the Skorpion Pass variant of War Stories, you've played on the map that is going to be returning. During the test, I did play on all of the maps that are coming back, and I have to say Wargaming have done an amazing job with their sort of increasing the graphics and adding better looking furniture to the maps, and I think they've done an absolutely fantastic job. There are a couple of changes to some of the maps. I won't go into the details because I'm pretty sure Minto will cover those in his upcoming stream, but all of the changes that they've made will improve the gameplay rather than limit it. So from what I've seen, I'm really, really happy with what they've done. I can't say exactly what, but I think it's only fair to let you guys know that during testing, a lot of additional stuff that they haven't announced was also looked at. I'm now getting a better sense of what Wargaming are trying to achieve with the game, and I think it's fair to say that their vision is all-encompassing. Like, it's literally gonna cover almost everything tank-related. I think that's a fair assessment. If I had to criticise them though, I would say that they very, very nearly bit off more than they could chew, I think. The game has had many limitations with maps and bugs with the, you know, your gun barrel flying up in the air every time you're behind a rock, and that has affected the play of the game, and it's also affected the player base because that irritates people and no one wants to play that, you know, blah blah blah. We can talk about that forever, but we all know what's happened. And with Cold War being what it is, the map rotation again being limited, not too long ago I felt I was reaching a point where I needed to give the game a break. But from what I've seen in the last week or so, last 2 weeks I should say, the updates that are coming and the things that are coming to the game are, they're good, in my opinion. They're good. And the maps, for me, that's one of the best things. I love the maps that are coming back. Overlord is my absolute favourite, and I think the saving grace of this upcoming update and this season is that we are not forced to play the season content. You can dislike the commanders, you can dislike the tanks all you want, that's fine, that's absolutely fine. No one's going to make you play them. You don't have to put that particular 3D commander in your tank. You don't even have to play that particular tank. But we are forced to play the maps, and fortunately the maps that are coming back are absolutely brilliant in my opinion. So, in summary, do I like the collaboration with G.I. Joe? I think the collaboration is fine. It's more tank related than WWE or Hot Wheels, but I'm not particularly keen on the toy tanks. Am I excited for the maps returning? Well, you can bet your little cotton socks I am. These maps are going to be awesome. I love these maps. And on that positive note, that's about all I have to say for this one. Don't forget to let me know what your season content ideas are below, because I am actually very interested to see what you guys think should be in the game, or what shouldn't be in the game. Either way, let me know what you think. As always, I hope you're all still keeping safe, and I will see you out there.